So it's time for our favorite basement peer. Jeremy of the Quartering fame has a new video about Brie Larson. Brie Larson has been selected as one of the presenters for the Video Game Awards. The Video Game Awards, for those who don't know, which is fine, it's not like the biggest thing in the world. It's like an award show, an industry award show. It is to video games sort of what the Oscars are to movies. It's not as big as the Oscars, but, you know, it's popular, particularly because they tend to show a lot of trailers and reveals for new games during it, right? Even if people don't tune in for the award show itself, they tune in for the reveals and stuff. So it's quite popular. And Brie Larson has been selected as one of the presenters of the awards, along with Gal Gadot. I think I'm supposed to pronounce it Gadot. I've said Godot before, and people have corrected me. But what's this? It's literally just a cat mouth popping noise. Yeah, that's what I sound like. Anyway, more importantly, though, the Swedish chef is also a presenter, which is what I'm excited for. But Brie Larson being at the Game Awards, I think Jeremy's about to have a pretty epic gamer moment. So I think it'll be fun seeing him freak out about this. Jeremy doesn't like that he's... Oh no, he's literally gonna do the hypocrisy thing. Me like Henry Cavill because he's an epic gamer who plays Witcher 3 on PC. Me no like Brie Larson playing games on the Nintendo Switch. Oh god, this is gonna be fucking pathetic. You're not a real gamer unless you bought all your PC parts on Newegg and half of them were destroyed by the time they got to your house and you had to get refunds and then go to Best Buy.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Happy Friday, December 4th. Pushing hard to reach 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. So hopefully today will be the day. Earn your subscription. There's a red subscribe button down below. I cover video games. I cover movies.
I feel like Jeremy's subscription growth has stalled in the last, I don't know how long. Let me see. Let me go to Social Blade. The Quartering. I could be wrong, but gain video views, gain subscribers. Let me see. No, he's still okay. 5,000, 25, 58, 29, 15, 47, 25, 33 last month. No, he's still doing okay. It goes up and down, but not... I don't know. He'll probably get to 1 million in January or so.
Movies, entertainment, pop culture, tech censorship, just about everything 3 to 7 times a day, 6 days a week. I'm here for you. Let's hit 1 million by the end of the year. Have you subscribed yet? Yeah, I think some of you did. Thank you for that. Now,
I'm Jeremy's biggest fan, obviously, so of course I'm subscribed.
This is the Brie Larson video that so many were expecting from me. But you know what the funny thing is? Before we get into this, like, I've said this before, and I'm sure, just like every Brie Larson video I make, some far lefty will take a screenshot of all the Brie Larson videos I make and upgrade this one and then say, "Oh, incel." Even
That's true. That's a good impression of us.
no, like, I don't know. Every major news media outlet has 1,000 articles on Brie Larson. Apparently, it's different when you're a YouTuber reading those articles. But, I have grown to love Brie Larson. She is my...
Okay, Jeremy, here's the difference. Most of those websites are websites that are like I don't know, celebrity tabloidy things, and they do articles on all sorts of different Hollywood celebrities. Whereas when you cover a Hollywood celebrity, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be Brie Larson. Sometimes you cover Twitch streamers or general news and stuff. But, like, the only person you regularly talk about for years is Brie Larson. That's why people find it strange. Kind of a false equivalence that you've set up.
Queen. I don't understand. And when I'm looking through this tweet, right? Game Awards announced that Brie Larson is a presenter at the next Thursday's biggest night. Now, first of all, it's hilarious that anyone takes the Video Game Awards seriously. It's essentially a several hour-long commercial with smaller commercials baked in.
Yeah, it is. It's an industry award show, Jeremy. You just described both the Oscars, the Emmys, and the Tonys. Welcome. I don't know what to tell you. Industry awards are always going to be a little circle jerky, but that doesn't necessarily mean they shouldn't exist, right? I don't like the Oscars. I think the Oscars are stupid, but I don't not want the Oscars to exist, right? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense.
The awards are...
The funny thing is, it's entirely, and I talked about this near the beginning of the stream, but this is going to get cut up for YouTube, so I gotta reiterate.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
I think Brie Larson being a host at the Game Awards, or not the host, a presenter at the Game Awards, is entirely Jeremy's fault. Let me explain after I read this Bits message. Colossus TV, circle jerky is my favorite flavor. Okay. So the Game Awards, which are, I think, put together by Jeff Keighley. I think he used to work for G4 near the end of when it existed originally. G4 is actually coming back, by the way, if you like G4. Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb, Kevin Pereira, Olivia Munn. They're all going to be a part of it. I'm very excited. But anyway, Jeff Keighley puts together the Game Awards. And I think if you saw what the Game Awards looked like initially when they were on Spike TV, it was cringy, it had a lot of women scantily clad, and it was like, oh, epic gamer moment, Mountain Dew, epic fucking gamer bro bullshit, right? And since they left Spike TV, Jeff Keighley has done his best to try and push the award show into a more legitimate type of thing. More similar to something like the Oscars, the Emmys, and not so cringy gamer culture bullshit, right? I don't mean real gamer, like anyone who plays video games is a gamer. I play video games all the time. I'm a gamer, I'm sure many of you are, but I wouldn't really self-ascribe with the term gamer because so much of what is associated with gamer culture is so fucking cringe, right? Like Jeremy, right? This is who you think of when you think gamer because we're so inundated with that kind of bullshit. Gamergate, all sorts of cringy shit. But the Game Awards have done their best to try and push their image away from that kind of thing and be very inclusive, as you should do if you enjoy a hobby, right? If you enjoy gaming, you should want tons of people to enjoy gaming in all sorts of different ways, whether you're building a PC and playing The Witcher 3, or if you're, playing Animal Crossing on the Switch, and everything in between, and even beyond that. I mean, even phone games are a thing, even though mobile games are awful paywall bullshit now, but you know what I mean. That's fine. So, Jeremy and people like him, Brie Larson, if you don't know why Jeremy hates Brie Larson, he's made like 60-something videos on her in the last couple of years. It's very funny. He did a whole campaign where he's like, get woke, go broke, about Captain Marvel, and then Captain Marvel ended up being the 23rd highest grossing movie of all time. It made over $1 billion. It was very funny. But the reason Jeremy hates her so much is because, and I'm not kidding, first of all, she's a pretty outspoken, like, progressive and feminist, and Jeremy's a right-wing Trump supporter, so he doesn't like that. But also, one time, she said, I think there should be, like, more women in the movie review industry, right? The movie review industry is basically made up of, like, white straight dudes mostly, so it would be nice to get some diversity because sometimes there are movies that are made with a different audience in mind, like women or young girls if it's like a kids movie or something. So it would be nice if we had more diversity in the movie review. And Jeremy and people like him read with such intensity that you could hear it around the world. It was absolutely crazy. So Jeremy and people like him have been demonizing Brie Larson for years and years, and it's very funny that he's still this butthurt about it. So this becomes part of, like, the gamer image. Idiots like Jeremy wasting their time talking about a Hollywood celebrity who doesn't give a shit about him. It's very funny. Anyway, I would imagine she is being selected specifically, again, in an effort to push the Game Awards from that epic gamer, you know, visage, let's say. It's literally to be like, hey, not all video game players are assholes like Jeremy. Look, we got Brie Larson to come be a presenter. Literally, this is Jeremy's fault, and it is so funny to me that he has rallied against Brie Larson so hard that the opposite has happened. It's beautiful, and I love it. TubeMan642 with 20 bits. I would die happy if I never have to hear the term Gamergate for the rest of my life. Yep. Me too. A Colston with 20 bits. Jeremy, why don't women want to play video games? Also, Jeremy, why are women playing video games? And then, did I miss any more? Might have been a follow or something. Dr. Dave, 1986. Thank you for following.
Are irrelevant, and the voting is pointless. But you see some of these replies. Data Racer, can't wait to hear a virtue signaling speech about diversity and inclusion. Going to be lit. You got Cry More. You got, you know, people down here. I hope she announces The Last of Us 2 as Game of the Year just to top off this to make nerds cry more.
That would honestly be fucking hilarious. And the Jeremy's video on it is going to be the cringiest shit ever. Please, for the love of God, let The Last of Us 2 win Game of the Year.
More.
I haven't even played it. I don't even know if it's good, but it would just make Jeremy so mad. It would be funny.
Okay. All right. You know, and then you see this. Top comment reply mentions me. The quartering just messed himself. There's this narrative, like on the far left, that I hate Brie Larson. I don't.
You do, Jeremy. And we both make the same joke, right? I've literally ripped this joke off from you. Every video you're like, I'm Brie Larson's biggest fan, and I make the same stupid joke. Actually, I'm Jeremy's biggest fan. Of course it's bullshit. You're literally covering her 60 times because you don't like her, and you don't like what she represents as a popular, progressive feminist with a platform. And I don't like you, which is why I cover your videos so often, and it's always very funny. So continue to be mad about it, and that's fine. You can be mad about people rightfully pointing out that you are obsessed with Brie Larson, just as I'm obsessed with you. And we all can move on with our lives instead of you being like, I'm not mad, I'm not mad, I'm not mad. Here's 20 new videos about Brie Larson. It's pathetic.
Don't. She's my queen. I love her deeply. I'm probably one of her biggest fans. And if any of these idiots actually watched my videos on her...
I do. I watch every single one. I'm thinking about a charity stream, by the way, guys, someday. I don't know when. I'd like to get more followers and stuff before I do a charity stream. But, like, where we just sit and we watch every single Jeremy video about Brie Larson in a row, that's hours and hours of content. That's hours. I want to get till when we have at least 4 or 5 hours of Jeremy Brie Larson content. We're not that far away from it, believe it or not. So I would like to see that someday. I think that'd be fun.
They're always lighthearted, nothing personal. Now, obviously, I've had my issues with her statements about not caring about what some 30-year-old or 40-year-old white dude has to say about A Stitch in Time or whatever that movie was.
Logarth the 20-bit sickos. Yes, yes.
And I meme on her a little bit, but I don't hate her.
Meme. What fucking 40-year-old man uses I meme on her unironically? I meme on her a little bit. I'm an adult who definitely didn't pee in his basement.
I think it's hilarious. I mean, I think it's great. And also, by the way, I don't think she's a fake gamer. You see Sophia Narwitz, friend of mine, tweeting out, a fake gamer girl dishing out awards at the most corporately sponsored 3-hour commercial compilation masquerading as an award show is pretty on brand for the Game Awards, have always been. Fair point. She also says, the Game Awards really have always been pretty bad. Go watch the original 2004 to 2005 on YouTube. It's like a weird commercialized celebrity hip-hop party. Makes zero sense. It's just famous people hanging out. It's evolved since then, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, again, you're describing every award show. If you just don't like award show, that's completely fine. I understand. But, like, it's not unique in that aspect, and then they have gotten much more... How do I put this? They've gotten less cringe since their early days, but every award show, just like every convention, has a ton of cringe moments.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there are other people that could have, Henry Cavill probably would have been a...
They probably will get him at some point. He's known, like, as... Oh, they might even announce him. I don't know. I think they've only announced, like, 4 or 5 celebrity people. The ones I've heard of are Brie Larson, Gal Gadot, and Swedish Chef, who is a Muppet and, not a real person. So I don't know if they're going to announce more, but it wouldn't surprise me if Henry Cavill is at some point brought on. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Good ad. Who's to say that Brie was chosen over anybody, though? We get big news, and also big news about what she might actually be announcing, which is even more hilarious. The Game Awards 2020 will feature Brie Larson. Oh God, I hope The Last of Us 2 wins, and then I hope she announces it.
Me too, Jeremy. I'm glad we're on the same page for once.
That's the do that or no balls, Jeff Keighley.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
The Game Awards announced Captain Marvel star
Logarth with 50 bits. It's snowing here. I have a wood stove going, and I'm halfway into a bottle of Apothic Dark. I'm in the holiday spirit. Please enjoy this little ditty. And then it's a link. Hold on. The link didn't work. Oh, there's a new link. There we go. Oh, yeah, I saw this a while back. Deck the halls with screaming possums. Possums are just really awesome. Eating ticks, not getting rabies. Mabas carry lots of babies. The image of the possum over here is very funny to me because I can hear the scream even though I can't.
Brie Larson will be a presenter at the showcase, joining forces of Tom Holland and Gal Gadot. Again, understand that these 3 people are there to shill a specific thing, and I think I know what Brie's there to shill.
If I had to guess, honestly, it's probably, and this is going to be very funny, just because the Avengers game came out a while back. It's like a games as a service thing, which I don't like. I did buy it. That was a mistake. Some of the gameplay is fun, but it's way too repetitive for the price tag. Either way, they're supposed to be doing like regular updates, and there was a leak of some of the files from an update, and it appears that they're going to probably be adding Captain Marvel as a character, so maybe she'll be there to announce that since she plays Captain Marvel in the movies. Who knows, though?
As the final month of 2020 begins, the last annual gaming tradition remains. You know what's great? You know what's great about the Game Awards? I just noticed this. They're December 10th, right? You know what also happens on December 10th? Yeah, Cyberpunk releases. It'll probably be the lowest viewership in history.
That's honestly true. That's a terrible coincidence, because Cyberpunk obviously pushed their release date. That sucks for the Game Awards. They're going to get really low viewership. Everyone, including myself, is going to be playing Cyberpunk.
Maybe not. But probably. Renowned for its jaw-dropping world premieres and coveted awards, it's a night that celebrates some of the year's biggest accomplishments, as written by journalists.
Storm Parade says, fuck
Fans have already
Cyberpunk.
said
Why fuck Cyberpunk? Is it because of their labor practices? Because I agree. I'm still going to play it because I'm a piece of shit, but I agree that they treat their workers poorly.
Big names will be hosting during Spider-Man star Tom Holland, as well as Wonder Woman's Gal Gadot. Joining them will be a third superhero icon. The Game Awards Twitter account revealed that Captain Marvel's Brie Larson is taking...
Oh yeah, they're probably announcing stuff for the Avengers game, which is funny because the Avengers game is dead and no one wants to play it at this point.
the stage as a presenter. Of course. I mean, why not? Starring in a number of action-packed Hollywood blockbusters like Avengers Endgame and Kong Skull Island? Was that a big movie?
It did relatively well, I think, that summer. It was fine. I enjoyed it. I haven't watched it since I saw it in theaters, but it was okay. John C. Reilly was the best part of that movie by far, though. And the Kong was pretty cool, although it's, you know, it's a dumb summer popcorny thing.
Was that a...
I think I'm more excited for Godzilla vs. Kong, which is going to be coming out on HBO Max because Warner Brothers is releasing their 2021 slate of movies day and date on both theaters and on HBO Max. So Kong versus Godzilla is going to be on HBO. Very excited.
big movie?
Storm on Parade says, no, it just looks like overhyped GTA DLC to me. Oh, I think you're very wrong. That's fine. I'm fine with having different opinions on that, but I think it looks more similar to like a Bethesda type RPG set in a Cyberpunk, universe. But I could be wrong. Who knows? Cyberpunk is too hyped. It'll never live up to the hype. Probably true for a lot of people. I'm just expecting a fun RPG. Like, that's it. I don't expect it to be game-changing the way some people maybe do. I just think it'll be a nice, fun RPG with shooter elements. I don't know.
500 million.
And a lot of people like The Witcher 3, too. Right? I didn't, but I get it if you did. And it's the same developer.
Maybe?
So.
I guess it's not tiny. You couldn't call it a flop, I suppose. Larson has become a prominent figure in the gaming world this year.
That's not better to you? Okay, that's fine. Different people have different tastes in media. I can respect that.
She's been a huge advocate of Animal Crossing New Horizons, even featuring recently in one of Nintendo's ads. She also discussed her love for Breath of the Wild on Hot Ones.
Lily loves stuff with 25 bits. Miyavi was in among Skull Island. I love him and have loved him for 18 years now, so I watch every movie he has, including his Vanity Project from 2004 and that awful Bleach adaptation. Actually not. Hold on. Miyavi. I guess I don't remember in Skull Island. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember. The very beginning with the World War II soldiers. Okay.
And was a prominent guest on Gary Whitta's Animals Talking.
Thanks, Storm on Parade. I love you too.
Even revealing that she loved to play Seamus in a Metroid movie. And that, my friends, is the interesting thing. We'll get to that in a second. It feels fitting for her to join Jeff Keighley, also known as the Doritos Pope, and his roster of guests heading into next Thursday's event. I mean, this is a big get for Jeff Keighley. Happy for him. Don't care what Hollywood people have to say about video games. Now, you can't call Brie Larson a fake gamer. She very clearly plays video games.
She literally does. She's done so on stream before, I think. She plays Animal Crossing, which is a video game. I am so tired of gamers who are like, oh, you don't play this specific genre of games I like. You're not a real gamer. They're playing a video game, Jeremy. And he's being sarcastic here, obviously. Which is why I'm addressing it like this, because he's casting aspersions on the fact that she's playing, I don't know, Animal Crossing instead of whatever he thinks. She apparently also likes Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is a really, really great game. I don't understand the gatekeeping involved in this kind of bullshit. Who cares? If you play video games, whether it's Minecraft or Dark Souls, you're playing video games. You're a gamer. You're part of, like, a hobby that tons of people like. That's great. You should enjoy people enjoying the same hobby as you, even if they enjoy it in a different way. There's nothing wrong with that. And there are people who do both. Like, I enjoy Animal Crossing. I got the new Animal Crossing game. It's nice and relaxing. I also like stuff like Stardew Valley. But I also play, like stuff like GTA or Red Dead Redemption 2 or the Far Cry games or the Assassin's Creed games or whatever, Like, you can enjoy these things. It's fine. I don't understand these people acting like, oh, we're the real gamers because we, you know, fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. Jeremy, you are 40 years old. You are too old for this shit. Stop. Lily loves stuff with 25 bits. Damn it, my phone auto-corrected that, guys. I'm sorry. And then there's maybe one earlier. Did I miss something else?
There's nothing funny about the tools
I'll call Jeremy a fake gamer for pronouncing Seamus's name as Seamus. And then, or Samus's name. I'm sorry. Wait. Samus's name is, he pronounces it a different way. I don't know how. Am I pronouncing Samus wrong? Miyavi was in Among Skull Eye. Oh, no, I read that one. Okay. And then Zinabi with 20 bits. Anyone who claims that another game is not hardcore haven't seen the eyes of someone who takes a week vacation to play Farmville. And Animal Crossing people, you ever just go to an island and cut down every single tree and every rock and all the flowers just so you can farm either scorpions or tarantulas? That's hardcore gaming, okay?
She very clearly plays, maybe not first-person shooter, or she's not playing Call of Duty, but she very clearly plays video games. So I don't think it's fair to...
She does, and she's a fan of the Metroid Prime series, I think. I'm not sure if she's a fan of the original, like, Metroid or any of the non-Prime in the series. But she's expressed interest in playing Samus if they ever did a movie. And again, I shouldn't want things based on spite. That's an unhealthy attitude. But let's be real, I'm not the healthiest person. So yes, I would love for Brie Larson to play Samus, specifically because it would make Jeremy mad. I think she'd also probably do a good job. I think she's a good actress, but...
Dump on her for that.
Some people don't like Captain Marvel, which is fine if you don't like that. I don't necessarily agree, but I understand that. Some people don't like the character of Captain Marvel or Carol Danvers very much in the movie. But I don't know why they blame Brie Larson for that. Like,
That's right,
and things that I find wrong with the Captain Marvel movie are in the script, not necessarily in the performance. You know what I mean? But I like Captain Marvel overall. It's a fine Marvel movie. Marcus Drake with 200 bits. A moral quote about Riot Games. One former Riot employee who presented as a woman, for example, has always played role-playing games. The interviewer then asked if they played real games like Call of Duty. Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
That quote hurt me physically. And then Seas of Cheese, which is a cool name. Hey, Hannah, love your YouTube content. First time catching you live. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate that.
The event itself was some of the year's biggest crown. Like, Fall Guys. Man, what happened to Fall Guys?
And Voice of the Blue, thank you for following.
It was like the world's biggest thing for like an hour.
Yeah.
Among Us, which continues to hang around, I'm largely because of the streamers and not because of the game.
There's nothing funny about
Among Us is fun. I've only played it a couple times, but like I get it. It's a quick, easy to pick up game. It's the matches are pretty relative to certain other, competitors. Quick, easy to understand even for people who don't like play a ton of video games. There's the social aspect, so I understand why Among Us continues to be popular. Streamers are not. Killjoy102 with 100 bits. I feel like you are more of a hardcore gamer if you play Animal Crossing than COD. Again, I'm not about, I get you're making a joke, but I'm just not about gatekeeping. Do you play video games? Great. You're a gamer. Good job.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Validate you by clicking the link. What link? Hold on. I will in a sec. Let me take it off the screen. I've been getting paranoid lately. I think rightfully so about clicking links, so I always gotta go to... Oh, yeah. Jim Sterling. I'm not gonna watch this on stream, but I do like Jim Sterling.
Not a gamer. I'm so sick Of all these people who call themselves gamers. No, you're not. Most of you are not even close to being gamers. This is you. This is me.
I think Jim Sterling's funny. Not everyone agrees, but I like him.
Morales, Half-Life Alyx, who I think is that game's probably going to get skunked. Assassin's Creed Valhalla doesn't deserve anything. Ori and the Will of the Wisps are all nominated. That's a solid game. But you also have Gal Gadot, or Gadot, and Tom Holland.
Yeah, I've gotten talked to about that too. It looks like it would be Godot, but it's not. It's Gadot.
Obviously, for Game of the Year, you've got Animal Crossing, The Last of Us Part 2, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Tom Holland is playing Drake in the Uncharted movie, which is an interesting cast that I definitely wouldn't have picked. But like, hey, you know, maybe it'll be good. Most video game movies are terrible though. So
7 Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, and Hades. It should be, in my opinion. By the way, have you clicked like on this video yet? I hope that you have, and I hope that you've subscribed. There's a little red button right below. Wherever you're watching it, whether you're watching on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey, I don't care. I'm glad you tuned in. My pick for Game of the Year, Ghost of Tsushima, probably.
ooh, and now we're just gonna talk about games, I guess. Ghost of Tsushima is amazing. If you haven't played Ghosts of Tsushima, I would highly recommend it. Don't let it turn you off that Jeremy is also saying it's good. It's amazing. It's a really, really fantastic game. Tube Man 642 with 20 bits. Hades is Game of the Year, in my opinion. I didn't play that, actually. I'm not familiar.
But you know what?
Xandra says he's gonna be, or they're gonna be streaming that tonight for the first time. Cool. Go check out Xandra's stream if you want to go see that.
You know what I wouldn't hate?
I gotta get that thing. I downloaded the thing for, if I ever say someone's pronouns incorrectly, by the way, in chat, I sincerely apologize. I have the thing for Chrome that's like shows people's pronouns next to their name, but I don't have it on my phone. So I try and go, you know, they when I can, but sometimes I fuck that up, and I apologize if I ever misgender anyone.
I wouldn't hate Animal Crossing. You can't deny that that game is gigantic. You know, Doom Eternal, nah. It's more.
I don't think Animal Crossing should get Game of the Year at all. And I like Animal Crossing, but boy, did they take the content of that game and rip a bunch of it out and then stretch it out to be released over the course of the first year. And it's very blatant that they did that, but it's an Animal Crossing game if you like Animal Crossing. Although the degradation of the tools is very annoying.
Or Doom, which is great, but, I mean, it'll win a different category. Soundtrack, probably. Final Fantasy VII Remake was great, but it's hard because it's not an entire game. Are you going to give it that every time it has another expansion come out? But here's what I believe. Here's what it looks like she's actually announcing. Fortnite Seamus skin could be revealed by...
Why is there a reason Jeremy calls Samus Seamus? Is that a joke that I don't get?
Brie Larson and modeled after her. Yay! I might actually play Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite, never installed it, never tried it. I only recently, you know, I tried a Battle Royale originally. I don't remember exactly which one it was. I hated it. But now I'm starting to enjoy it more after playing Warzone. And maybe I would, you know, if I could play as the wonderful Brie Larson in Fortnite, that would be a really strong reason.
He's always so salty. I don't get it.
To play. A Fortnite Seamus skin could be making its way to the game as...
You find it hard to believe Nintendo would allow a Samus skin? It could be maybe just for the Switch. But, yeah, it doesn't seem like the likeliest thing to me. But what do I know? I mean, they ended up doing, like, Marvel crossovers and stuff. And John Wick was a Fortnite character, so I don't know. I don't really play Fortnite. It's not my thing. I don't like competitive games. I'm not a competitive person by nature. But, you know, It's popular. People like it. I don't care.
Nintendo's Hunter character, joining PlayStation's Kratos and Xbox's leaked Master Chief, while the Metroid skin is only rumored at this point in time, giving
Oh, so they're doing Kratos, which is PlayStation, Xbox leaked Master Chief, and this one might be. So maybe each console will have an exclusive? Actually, no, because Fortnite's cross-platform. So maybe not. That'll be cool. I don't even play Fortnite, and I think that's a cool that you might be able to have, like, Samus fighting, you know, Master Chief or Kratos. That's pretty cool. Although Kratos wielding guns is a weird concept, but whatever, it's Fortnite, who cares?
Revolution has collected various hints and teases that suggest Brie Larson will announce the new Sheamus skin during the Game Awards in 2020. And she could even be modeled for the character. Yes, queen!
I don't know what... Oh, well, maybe if they did Zero Suit Samus, I guess. But if they're doing Samus, I guess I'd rather have her in her, like, you know, armor. But that's just me.
Smash like if
that's what one of the things I like about Samus is that she's like a female character, but the armor isn't like tit armor, you know what I mean? It's like she's wearing a fucking suit of battle armor because she's a mercenary, because she's a bounty hunter, right? Like, looking at Samus in the suit, you wouldn't necessarily assume woman the first time you look at her. In fact, that was like a twist at the end of the first Metroid game. If you got like a high enough score, was, oh, Samus is a lady. Actually, the perfect score, I think, was Samus in a bikini, which is questionable. But either way, at the end of Metroid, you find out that Samus is a lady, and it's cool. I don't know.
if you're gonna play some Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't want a Metroid movie either. I don't think that'd be good. It's like people who say, they want like a Legend of Zelda movie. I think that's a terrible idea. Like, Nintendo games are really great and they're fun, but they're bare bones on plot and story. Like, they're making a Mario Brothers movie, and I think that's a bad idea too. Like, these are not characters that I think would work in a movie setting. Thank you, Batty Bell, for gifting a sub. I appreciate that. But like Legend of Zelda, it's not some fantasy epic. It for a game it is, but it's a very simple story, right? Ganon wants to take the Triforce of Power so he can rule Hyrule with the power of the goddess, right? Link is the good guy. Zelda's like the damsel in distress. They'll, you know, sometimes she'll be like Sheik or whoever, but most of the time, you know, damsel in distress. It's too simple to make a movie out of. All you have is a basic adventure story with a Legend of Zelda coat of paint on it. If you did a Metroid movie, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it's because I've seen too many bad video game movies, because video game movies haven't really done well. Although lately there have been a couple good ones. I thought Detective Pikachu was cute, although that more came from seeing the world of Pokemon, like, depicted in live action. I thought that was very cool, but the plot itself is like, who cares? And Ryan Reynolds' Pikachu is just playing Deadpool for kids, basically, which I guess is fine. And Sonic the Hedgehog was okay. For a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, it was alright. I actually like Jim Carrey as Robotnik quite a bit, but I don't know. Been burned too many times, okay? And as a kid, I liked the Super Mario Brothers movie a lot, but it's not good. It's not good. Dennis Hopper's Bowser. Dr. Gamble with 100 bits. We had a Metroid movie. It was The Other M. Basically a terrible Jurassic Park in space. I heard that was bad. I never actually watched it.
Here's all the evidence. 1. Brie Larson has been announced to be a presenter of the Game Awards. We already know that. Brie has made a splash in the gaming community in the past year, starting up a YouTube channel where she showed viewers her Animal Crossing island and regularly tweeting about the games she's playing. Again, no denying she plays games. One gaming series she's expressed interest in is Metroid, particularly in Sheamus. On July 24th, Brie Larson expressed her interest in playing Sheamus during an episode of Gary Whitta's Animal Talking. When asked if she would play Sheamus in a movie, Larson responded with, "I would love that so much." She went on to say that she definitely wants to make that movie, concluding that she would love to do it. And then she ended up retweeting this, Brie Larson as Sheamus. While Larson has only expressed interest in playing the movie version of Sheamus...
This just sounds like a clickbaity article.
Fortnite skin would make great sense, given the unlikelihood that Nintendo is working on a Metroid film. Given Larson's appreciation for the character and affiliation with Nintendo by the way of appearing in their Switch commercials, she would be set to make the reveal at the Game Awards in 2020. In a commercial in November, Brie was even shown playing Fortnite.
Brie Larson has had a pretty cozy relationship with Nintendo. They've been having her in a ton of like advertisements, both for Animal Crossing and now, I guess, Fortnite. So they have a working relationship, at least in some way. If they decided to do... Let me put it this way. If they did decide to do a Metroid movie, which they're tiptoeing their way into movies with the Mario Brothers movie that's going to be coming out in the next couple of years. If they decided to do a Metroid movie, which I don't think is a good idea, but if they decide to do it, I would be shocked if they didn't at least audition Brie Larson. I'd be pretty surprised.
On the Switch. The timeline for Epic Games appears to be following for its Fortnite.
I do think the movie would be bad, though. I don't think it would be Brie Larson's fault, because she can act when she's given a good script. It's just, that's a bad idea for a movie.
Hunter character reveal lineups with the Game Awards 2020 December 10th event. The event's organizers, Doritos Pope, has been teasing the next reveal on Twitter in response to Fortnite's announcement.
What's with calling Jeff Keighley the Doritos Pope? Is that a joke I don't get? Let me see if there's like a Know Your Meme article on it. Did like Doritos sponsor the Game Awards one year or something?
There's nothing funny about the tools of
Doritos Pope is a nickname given to gaming journalist Jeff Keighley following an interview between Keighley and LevelSave.com in October 2012. The effusive amount of product placement for Mountain Dew and Doritos during the interview led to large amounts of criticism and led the interview to become a notorious example criticizing the state of game journalism at the time. Oh no! Look at this! Oh no! Look! Oh god, that's pretty embarrassing. I imagine he talks about it too, but today's not a cringe stream, it's Chud Watch, so we'll have to do that on a cringe stream sometime.
In Kratos.
Please drink verification can. You guys know that meme?
Keighley also teased that another collaboration between Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo will happen this year at this year's TGAs, sharing an image from the rival companies' unlikely meeting at the 2018 awards. Kratos and Master Chief were two hunters summoned by the game's Agent Jones, who now leaves room for a third. Given the previous crossover skins were PlayStation and Microsoft specific, it would make sense that this one would be related to Nintendo.
Sure.
Why Brie could be the model? Well,
it wouldn't surprise me if it's Samus, but like the idea of it being based on Brie Larson, I'd be a little shocked. I'm not saying it can't happen. It'd just be a strange choice when it seems like it would make more sense to do. Although I guess if it's Fortnite, you need a model that's going to not have the Samus, arm gun, right? So I guess you probably would have to have Zero Suit Samus so she could be holding the weapons in the game. Maybe. I don't know. Dr. Gamble 20-bit still waiting for Myst the movie. I played Myst a long time ago.
Increasingly like Seamus would be the subject of a Fortnite Nintendo Switch skin. We're also confident in the prediction that Brie Larson will reveal it. Could the actress act as the model in the character too? Considering Larson's affiliation.
Pyromancer 56 warning out of verification cans. You gotta buy more verification cans.
With both Nintendo and Seamus character creating
consume product.
Seamus that looks like the actress would give Fortnite some star power, something that Epic Games appreciates given its roster of big-name fictional characters. They're also not opposed to putting models of real-life celebrities in the game, whether it's John Wick skin modeled for Keanu Reeves, the actor who portrays the action hero, or their own take Daisy Ridley and John Boyega, along with Twitch streamer Ninja. Of course, Seamus is known for armored suit and fighting battles against Alien while
him saying Seamus is killing you.
Wearing a helmet.
I get it.
Though we've seen various iterations of the character where her face is revealed. It could be possible that Fortnite features a zero-suit Seamus variant similar to Smash Bros., or that players will have the option to remove her helmet during gameplay. Yes, make this happen. I absolutely cannot wait for the Game Awards, simply for the memes, and we know that it's rigged. So I feel like I'll probably do a prediction video the day of the events, along with you all. We'll all cast our votes, not who we think should win, but who we think will win. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Gotta get that SEO juice with the Brie Larson videos. Anyway, that's Jeremy.